someone who has kept within the sector and is now a sales director, what's kept you in FMCG sales for so long?
I actually view a career like a chessboard. You move forward, you move sideways, and sometimes, depending on what type of experience you're looking to achieve, you might go backwards. So I've had a couple of times that I've chosen to go backwards and come off leadership groups in a bid to actually go and get a greater experience base.
Yeah.
So look, I think it's different for every individual and how they choose to actually navigate their career. I'm actually a big believer that you own your career. The organisation doesn't own your career. Your line manager doesn't own your career. HR doesn't own your career. You do. So you need to be able to navigate and set the tone and set the vision. Look, I've been able to ride the good and the bad of roles by putting myself in the line of fire, I'll call it. And I've done that very, very purposely to build my backpack of skills and capabilities. And I'm a big believer that you've got to live the role. You've got to be able to go through the good and the bad. You've got to be able to write the plan. You've got to be able to execute the plan. You've got to be able to understand what's worked and what hasn't. Careers, personally, I don't believe at all they're a straight trajectory. I think people are sort of living in a dream if you think you just start a career and you're going to go straight up and you end up in senior leadership roles after 5-10 years. It just doesn't work that way. I use a simple model where I lead for strategy, culture, and performance. And if you think about those three elements, it really encapsulates all the time horizons that we need to operate in, which is the short, medium, and long term. And it encompasses both tactical and strategic focus areas as well. So my key message there is, we're probably going to work circa 40 years in our careers. That's 40 years to build on capability. It's 40 years to grow. It's 40 years to manage the chessboard.
Yeah. That's interesting. I love that chessboard kind of philosophy. And I think when I reflect back on the interviews we've done through this series, nobody's career path is the same. Everybody who's reached that sales director role, who has ambitions to continue. What's interesting, one is the fact that you haven't got to sales director doing the same roles. They've all got to your role doing taking different pathways. You're moving through the chessboard in all these different ways.